Hello students, welcome to NEET. So today we will discuss about the zoology section of FLT 12. So first question is 136, match the following type question. It is saying that match first column with second. First is the animals and then is the locomotory organ. So first one is the octopus. So octopus use tentacles as their locomotory organ. Then Tinoplana use their complex, crocodile use the limbs and Katla use the fins. So our correct answer for this question will be option number 3rd. The next question that is saying that select the taxon mentioned and that represents both marine and freshwater species. So Echinodermata first option exclusively marine, Ctenophora exclusively marine, only found in marine, exclusively means only found in marine. Then Cephalochordata obviously that is also exclusively marine. The Cnidaria here is the option that some species like Hydra found in freshwater as well. So marine and freshwater both species. So fourth option is your correct answer. The next question is saying that question number 138. It is saying which of the following sets of animals share the 4-chambered heart? Lizards have 3-chambered heart. Okay, and mammals and birds have 4-chambered heart. Amphibia have 3-chambered heart, but reptile 3-chambered heart. But one reptile, that is crocodile, that have 4-chambered heart. That is exception. So third option is your correct answer. Then next question is saying question number 139. It is saying that arthropods including insects are the largest phylum of Animalia and exhibit a wide range of characteristics. Correct. The reasons is saying that they have jointed appendages, chitinous exoskeleton and various respiratory and but there is no relation between them. There is nothing common between them. The reason explaining the session. Both are correct, but there is no point that there is no relation. So second option is your correct answer. The next question is saying that the following are the non-occupational respiratory disorder except anthracis, silicosis, botulism and emphysema. The third option is your correct answer. That all these occupational disease means that are due to occupation of the individual. So all these are occupational disease except the botulism. Then question number 141. Dash and dash have a closed circulatory system in which the blood pumped by the heart is always circulated through a closed network of blood vessels. So it is saying that which of these have closed circulatory system. So you have annelids and chordates who have circulatory system which is closed. So first option is your correct answer. Then question number 142, it is saying that inulin, not insulin, okay. So read the question carefully. Inulin is a polymer of amino acid, glucose, fructose or galactose. So inulin is a polymer of, you know, that is very common, that they come in very, 2-3 times in your NEET papers. So obviously this is a great question. Then question number 143. It is saying that enzymes are biocatalysts. They catalyze chemical reactions. In general, they reduce the activation energy of the reaction. I hope you know the chemistry behind this, how this work. So many physiochemical processes are enzyme mediated. Which of the following reaction is not enzyme mediated in biological system? This is a very good question, I will say. So first is saying that dissolving CO2 in water. Dissolving CO2 in water can occur without the involvement of an enzyme in the biosphere. So first option is your correct answer. Then untwinkling DNA polymerase, you know, hydrolase, you know, you need formation of peptide bond. Then obviously all these peptides, all these things actually need enzymes except the first one, dissolving CO2 in water. Then question number 144. It is saying that it is said that the elemental composition of living organisms and that of inanimate objects like earth crust are similar in the sense that all the major elements are present in both. Okay, then what would be the difference between this group? This is the correct option. Living organisms are more gold in them than inanimate objects. Absolutely shit answer. No, not at all. Then living organisms have more water in the body than in inanimate objects. Not correct. And living organisms have more carbon, oxygen and hydrogen per unit mass than in inanimate objects. Absolutely. This is the fundamental. Third option is your correct answer. Then question number 145. It is saying that the sensory papillae in frogs are associated with sensory papillae in frogs. Sorry, 145, right? I am really sorry. I skipped. The ciliated columnar epithelial cell in humans are known to occur in eustachian tube and stomach lining, bronchioles and fallopian tube. Yeah, bronchioles and fallopian tube. Both have the ciliated columnar epithelial. Second option is your correct answer. Then question number 146, it is saying that the sensory papillae in frogs are associated with what? Sensory papillae in frogs are associated with smell, hearing, respiration or touch. It is saying the sensory. That means most obviously it will be along the touch. So fourth option is your correct answer. Then question number 147. It is saying that which of the following depicts the correct pathway of transport of sperms? It is not in frog, it is in humans. So you have to careful about that. If nothing is mentioned, then you have to assume that is for given is for human, because in some questions also there can be given for a frog or something. So which of the following depicts the correct pathway of transport of sperm? Retitestis, efferent ductus, epididymis, vas deferens. So this is the correct pathway. Then first retitestis, then efferent ductus, efferent tubules you can say, then epididymis, then the vas deferens. So first option is your correct answer. Moving to the next question, question number 148. It is saying that which of the following is incorrect? The sperm released from the seminiferous tubule are transported by the axillary ducts, correct? Then the semen is made up of seminal plasma and the sperms, absolutely correct. Then third, epididymis and vas deferens secretion are important for sperm maturation and motility, correct? And all the statements are correct. This is the correct option. Okay, nothing is incorrect. Then question number 149. Question number 149. What it is saying? It is saying that the statement first. Myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune disorder affecting neuromuscular junction leading to fatigue, weakness and paralysis of the skeletal muscle. You know that this disease, that is an autoimmune disease, myasthenia gravis. Everything is given in this statement is correct. Then the statement second, osteoporosis is a age-related disorder characterized by decreased bone mass and increased chance of fracture. Absolutely correct. Decreased level of estrogen in a common cause, and this happens mostly in women after menopause because there is a decrease of estrogen. So both are correct. Third option is your correct answer for this question. Third option. Then question number 150. What it is saying? Assertion reason. Let's try to solve it out. So it is saying that the imbalance assertion, the imbalance in concentration of sodium and potassium and proteins generate resting potential. Absolutely correct. Then it is saying that reason to maintain the unequal distribution of Na plus and K plus, the neurons use electrical energy. No, this is not correct. Okay, so this is basically a negative. You know that the resting potential in nerve cell generated due to imbalance in the concentration of the Na plus K plus proteins, and at rest there is a high concentration of K plus and protein inside, while there is a Na plus concentration outside. So this is the thing. Okay, there is no involvement of this kind of electrical energy. The first option is your correct answer. Assertion is correct, but reason is incorrect. Then question number 151. It is saying match the column. So we will match the column. Try to. So first option is given scrotum. Scrotum is basically maintains the low temperature of the testes. Okay. Then it is saying that. Sorry, one second. Then it is saying that male germ cells. So male germ cells undergo meiotic division that lead to sperm formation. In Leydig cell, so Leydig cells are basically secretes and synthesize androgens. Sertoli cells gives germ cell nutrition. All this first option is the correct answer. Then question number 152. Assertion reason type questions. It is saying that assertion. Radiation therapy is used to lethally irradiate tumor cells while minimizing damage to surrounding normal tissue, correct? That is the radiation therapy for cancer and some other diseases also. And reason is saying that chemotherapeutic drugs have side effects like hair loss and anemia. Both are correct, but if we put a but here, you will not find any relations between them. So both are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. So moving to the next question, question number 153. It is saying that dash are used in genetic engineering to form recombinant molecules of DNA which are composed of DNA from different sources or genome, genetic material, restriction nucleus, DNA polymerase. Sorry. So In genetic engineering, you have to say that recombination, that is definitely you will point out to the restriction endonuclease, not exonuclease, but the restriction endonuclease are the recombinant molecules used in recombination molecules. Okay, then question number 154. It is saying that rhinoviruses represent one such group of viruses which cause one of the most infectious human elements. You know, rhinovirus, that means influenza, pneumonia, common cold, bronchitis. Rhinovirus is common cold. If you go to the pediatric conference when you will be a doctor, this is the most common virus there. Okay. So question number 155. It is saying that drug called heroin is synthesized by diacetylation of morphine. You know that, so you have to just find it. Third option. This is type of question which you don't need to put any concept, don't need to put any kind of thinking there. This is simple and straight. If you remember, you can answer it. If you don't read it, you can't answer it. Simple as water. So question number 156, it is saying that the epithelial cells of dash called podocytes. So epithelial cells of Bowman's capsule called podocytes are arranged in an intricate manner so as to leave some minute space called filtration slits or slit pores. So first option is your correct answer. Moving to the question number 157. 157. What it is saying? It is saying that which of the following statements about genetic modification is incorrect? Okay. So it has enhanced the nutritional value of food. You know that golden rice content with vitamin A more. Then it has reduced the reliance on chemical pesticide. Absolutely correct. It has, all these are points in NCERT. I don't need to explain. It has helped increase the efficiency of mineral uses by the plant. All are correct. Nothing is incorrect. Fourth option is your correct answer. Then question number 158. It is saying that choose the correct pair from the following. Ligases join two DNA molecules. Polymerase break the DNA fragments. So polymerase basically extends. So this is not correct. This is always the correct pair. Nucleus separates. No. That is all different. Exonuclease makes cuts at a specific position within DNA. No. That should be endonuclease. This is exonuclease. That's why this is not correct. So first option is your correct answer. Then question number 159. 159. It is saying that assertion the formation of the ozone layer on early Earth contributed to the emergence of life. Yeah, it is absolutely correct. Reason is saying that UV rays from the sun broke up water vapor into hydrogen and oxygen, with oxygen combining the ammonia. All these things are with ammonia and methane to form the water, CO2 and other compounds. Both are correct. But if we put a because here, you will see that there is no relation, because assertion is saying that formation of ozone layer on Earth contributed to the emergence of life, but you can see there is nothing is mentioned in the reason that how the life emerged. So second option is your most convenient answer. Okay. Then moving to the question 160. It is saying that golden rice is a transgenic crop of the future with following trait: high lysine, essential amino acid content. Okay. Then insect resistance, high protein or high vitamin A content. We already discussed that have high. Moving to the next question, that is question number 161. It is also assertion is a type of question. So what 161 says, the assertion, it is saying that the cerebellum is related with skillful voluntary movements and involuntary activity. And then reason is saying that it is a part of hindbrain and it is situated behind the pons. Assertion is correct. Okay. 161. Then it is a part of hindbrain and it is situated behind the pons. So reason why. So I have not read assertion properly. So it is saying that the cerebellum is related with skillful voluntary movement and involuntary activity like body balance, equilibrium, etc. Correct. The reason is saying that it is a part of hindbrain, correct, and is situated behind the pons. Both are correct. But if we put a because here, that the cerebellum is related with skillful voluntary movement and involuntary activities because it is a hindbrain. No, this is not explaining the assertion through the reason. So assertion and reason are correct, but reason is not the correct explanation of the assertion. Moving to the next question, question number 162. a nematode that infects the roots of tobacco plants and causes a great reduction in yield. That is your Ascaris lumboridicus, Meladogyne incognita, Wuchereria bancrofti, and Entomoebus vermicularis. So you know that is your Meladogyne incognita. Okay, so second option, incognita. Okay, then question number 163. It is saying that which of the following statement is incorrect? Which of the following statement is incorrect? The first one is pills have to be taken daily for a period of 21 days, starting preferably within the first 5 days of menstrual cycle. Correct? Absolutely correct. Then progesterone alone or in combination with estrogen can also be used by female as injection or implants under the skin. Correct. Then oral administration of small doses of either progesterone or progesterone estrogen combination in another contraceptive method used by both males and female. How can you contracept in male through injection of progesterone? So this is a small difference that actually is not is male. That's why this statement is incorrect. Then surgical methods known as sterilization are generally advised for the male or female partner as a terminal method to prevent any more pregnancies. Yeah, absolutely correct. So third option is your correct answer. So when you will go to your gynae or OT, I mean gynae posting, you will see the surgeons are operating and asking the female if they have more than 2 children, they ask that should I do the sterilization surgical method. Okay, so vasectomy and tubectomy both asked, but mainly it is asked like in female in India. So yeah, that's how it works. Then question number 164. Sorry. It is saying that dash is one such dash is one such method in which the couples avoid or abstain from coitus from the day 10 to 17 of the menstrual cycle and ovulation could be expected. That is your periodic abstinence, natural method. You don't need anything. You just remember that you just track the periods and then you abstain from coitus from day 10 to day 17. Okay, but there is a more chances of failure because you know that in females the period is not regular. Then question number 165. It is saying match the following. So divergent evolution. So divergent evolution is that same structure developed along different direction due to adaptation to different needs. Then convergent evolution, just opposite of it. Okay. Then homology based on divergent evolution, analogy based on convergent evolution. So this is a very good question, I will say. This covers everything. Third option is your correct answer. Then question number 166. Nearly dash percent of CO2 is transported by RBC where dash percent is carried by bicarbonate. So if you see that this question is something that I will say very easy, definitely. I am not complaining about the question, but the thing is that if you can't answer this question, I don't know what are you preparing for. And you just eliminate through this 70% through bicarbonate. You don't need to check whether you know if you know at how many percent of CO2 transported by RBC. So second, third option is your correct answer. Then question number 167. It is saying that which among the following is correct during each cardiac cycle. So it is which asking about the correct. The volume of blood pumped out by the right and left ventricle is the same. Absolutely correct. This is correct. So first option is your correct answer. Then question number 168. It is saying the right and left ventricle. Okay. So you have to remember the right and left ventricle coming and going. So these animals have an endoskeleton of dash and hence they are named as echinodermata. Why? They are named as echinodermata because these animals have an endoskeleton of calcareous ossicle. I don't think this is in NCERT, so you can skip this if you can't able to answer this. Okay, that's why they are called echinodermata. But if you going for a higher level, that 1-2 questions that could be come out of NCERT, that could something out like this. Then question number 169. It is saying that matched column first with column second. So phalomere is what? Phalomere is your the external genitalia. For cockroach, phalomere is external genitalia. Then you have spermatophore, that is your bundles of sperms. Then gonophore. Gonophore is what? Gonophore is the opening of the ejaculatory duct. And ovarioles, a chain of developing ova. So second option is your correct answer. Then moving to the next question, question number 170. It is saying that, statement first, ribozymes are nucleic acids that behave like enzymes. Okay, so ribozymes are nucleic acid that behave like enzyme. Is this correct? Statement is correct. Yeah, absolutely correct. Then second is saying that statement, enzymes generally function within a wide range of, that is function within a narrow range. Like you have the curve, this is the narrow range. Suppose this is the 7 pH temperature pH. So this is the 4 and this is suppose 10. This is the range. It's just the range. I have just told you for example. This is the range. This is a very narrow range, not like 1 to 14. Okay, so not like that. So statement first is correct, but statement second is false. So first option is your correct answer. Then question number 171. It is saying below are the two given statements about drug misuse. The statement first is saying one of the side effects of the use of anabolic steroids in female is muscularization. Correct. Anabolic steroids. You know, if you are going to gym and now in Instagram, you know there are so many influencers who take anabolic steroids to enhance their muscle. So statement second is saying that some sports person misuse narcotic, analgesic, anabolic steroid, diuretic and certain hormones in sports to increase stamina, activity in games. Absolutely correct. So both statements are correct. Okay. Both statements are correct. 171. So your third option will be your correct answer for this question. Then question number 172. It is saying that function of our visceral organ is controlled by sympathetic and somatic nervous system, sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Yeah. So the function of our visceral organ is controlled by sympathetic and parasympathetic neural system. The next question is the following. Question number 173. What it is saying? It is saying that ovaries. We have to match the following ovaries. So ovaries is basically a pair, each 2 to 4 centimeter long. Okay. Then uterus has a pair. Uterus definitely you will have that single and wall has 3 layers. Then fallopian tube has finger-like projection called fimbri, infundibulum of pair, each about 10 to 12 centimeter long. Sorry, this is I have again mistaken. Sorry, sir. This is just very confusing, like the font. So fallopian tube, you have that a pair, each about 10 to 12 centimeter long. Infundibulum has finger-like projection called fimbri, because obviously. So if I just confused because infundibulum is as also a part of fallopian tube. So correct answer is 173. Then again match the following 174. It is saying that sarcomere will be matched with the contractile unit. Slow muscle fiber does have the more myoglobin content. That means your white muscle fiber. First muscle fiber have lactic acid. Okay, so this is lactic acid. Then actin filament you have the I band. So correct answer for this question will be option number 2. Then question number 175. It is saying that statement first, transmission of an impulse across electrical synapses is very different from impulse conduction along a single axon. Statement second, the secondary follicle further changes into the mature follicle or Graafian follicle. So statement first and statement second. Statement first is false and statement second is true. So second option is your correct answer. Then question number 176. It is saying that from his experiment, S.L. Miller produced amino acid by mixing the following in a closed flask. So what are those gases that have CH4, methane, hydrogen, ammonia and water vapor at 800 degrees centigrade. So correct answer is first option. Okay, this is not NH4, it is NH3. Okay, then question number 177. The specific palindromic sequence which is recognized by echo R1 is Gatach. Find Gatach. The first option is Gatach. G-A-T-T-C, Gatach. That's how I remember during my NEET preparation UGTs. Then question 178. What it is saying that the functioning of kidney is efficiently monitored and regulated by dash involving the hypothalamus, JGA and to a certain extent the heart. That is most importantly, that is your hormonal feedback mechanism. Okay, hormonal feedback mechanism, third option. Then question number 179. The ligations of alien DNA is carried out at a dash present in one of the two dash. So the ligation of alien DNA is carried out at restriction site present in one of the antibiotic resistant gene. Third option. You have seen this kind of thing in biotech. Then question number 180, the last question of this paper. It is saying that assertion, Bacillus thuringiensis toxin does not kill the bacterium itself. Reason, the toxin exists as an inactive protoxin within the protein crystal which are only activated in the alkaline guard of the insect, leading to the death of the insect. So it is saying that Bacillus thuringiensis toxin does not kill the bacteria itself. Correct. The reason is saying that the toxin exists as inactive protoxin within the protein crystal which are only activated in the alkaline pH of the insect guard, leading to the death of the insect. This is also correct. While the reasons correctly describes the BT toxin function to kill the insect, it does not directly explain why the toxin does not harm the harm the Bacillus thuringiensis bacterium itself. So both are correct, but the reason is not explaining the assertion properly. So second option is your most appropriate answer. So I hope